the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. I'm the communications manager for the Northwest region, and I would like to just welcome you all to this public information meeting. Staff here is going to go over our plans for Carmichael, the Carmichael Road Bridge maintenance project that we'll have starting after May 2nd. Stacy Lambell at the podium is our project manager. She's going to give you a project overview. We also have Joe Holman from Bloom Companies. He's going to be the project engineer on the job. Nicole Pasuelo is the project supervisor for WISDOT. And then in addition to our folks, we have Dean Chamberlain from the city that's going to give you guys some information about a project the city has as well. So go ahead, Stacy.
Okay. Hi, like Christina said, my name is Stacy Lambell, and I'm the project manager for the Carmichael Road Bridge rehabilitation. This bridge was built in 1991. It's in the, obviously, as you know, it's in the city of Hudson in St. Croix County. What we have here going on is that we have some structural deficiencies happening, and you may have noticed these asphalt patches on the road at the ends of the bridges. So what we've got going on is we're going to be replacing the joints at each end of the bridge, and then we're going to be doing some concrete repair under the deck on the abutments and the ends of the girders. It's just more of a cosmetic thing, and it just helps reduce the amount of what's the word I'm looking for? The decay that's going on from like the salts getting on the reinforcements. And it's just, it's an improvement for safety, because with these patches in the road, if they pop out, and everybody loves a pothole, right? So we're trying to get rid of these and repair this back to its back to a better driving surface, and that will in turn extend the life of the structure. This is a maintenance project, okay? I want to be clear on that. I know there is a lot of talk about a new interchange, but this is not that project. This is just a maintenance project to restore the condition of this bridge. So like I said, we'll be replacing the expansion joints at both ends of the bridges and the approach slabs. And we will also be replacing sidewalk in that bridge area, the curb and gutter, the parapet and the barrier, and repairing the abutment, cracking and chipping. And then after all that work is done, that work is where the major traffic disruption will be. And then after that, we'll be doing a polymer overlay, and that is supposed to be done at night under, traffic will probably be reduced to a single lane, but those lane closures will happen at night. And then we have a sign structure out there that's got a little tilt to it, so we're going to be straightening that up while we're out there also. So I'll go through these after I'm done here, but with the drawings so that you can see what we have going on. But during the joint replacements and the bridge repair, we will have 2 lanes open, northbound and southbound on Carmichael Road, and pedestrian traffic will be maintained. And then, like I said, traffic can be reduced to 1 lane after we get done with these repairs. Traffic can be reduced to 1 lane when we're doing the polymer overlay, which will be on off-peak hours. The only other for sure during the repair part is that the inner left turn lane of Crestview is going to be closed during the duration. And so, but like I said, I'll go through that when we go through the drawings here. Christina, do you want to?
Sure. So if any of you are business owners, we recognize that, projects like this can have impact on business. WISDOT has a guide called In This Together. It's got ideas to help you navigate construction. For example, there's signage guidelines. If you go to the website, you can get the full guide. We actually have the quick guide, which has the web address over by Dean, along with a project handout tonight. if you want to grab that. It's got sign measurements in there. You would reach out to Stacy or Joe in terms of placement. Again, business owners, you can come together and do different specials. In that guide, it has things that other communities have done. Like I said, we understand that there's impacts. Again, if you have questions too, please feel free to reach out. If you need to have a delivery made or something and you're struggling with how your folks are gonna get there, reach out to staff and we can hopefully direct you and figure it out.
All right, where is that, this information, where is that link for that guy?
Did you get the second page?
So are you helping with any signs about businesses open for business?
We could potentially do what we did with the project downtown, like we did with the where we had the sign to businesses, but that's about it. That's really the only provision in there that we did with 35, where we had a sign kind of pointing to businesses when we had the detour. But otherwise,
Yeah, if it's a sign that can be made by our contractors, we can do it, but like a specific sign for a specific business, that we can't do.
No, but I'm just, we don't wanna have all this signage out there, right?
Mhm.
And nobody knows where they're going because they can't figure out all the signs, but I think this, the general sign that says all businesses are open for business or something like that are exceedingly helpful, in terms of letting people know that if you see there's all this construction, people think everything's closed, right? So you need the reinforcement that the businesses are still open. And I think part of that was in the guide that you had for the Highway 35 project that was on the state to help us put those signs together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we probably have those, well, those
Or
are
you
probably.
just reuse them from last time.
Right.
It's
Right.
gotta be somewhere, right?
Yeah,
Is there
yeah.
something we can email to our guests at the hotel?
Well, that's good.
For sure.
Because all our customers aren't living in Hudson.
Uh-huh.
so there is a link to that. There is a construction site. If you go to 511wi.gov and the link is there, that'll actually give people information about the project.
Yeah, is that on there somewhere?
Yeah.
It's on the bottom, right?
Yeah, in the column, the far right column on the handout, the project handout. But yeah, that'll have an overview of the work. The schedule will be there. Traffic impacts. Anytime the traffic impacts change, Joe will be emailing me. I'll be updating that in real time. So it'll be as up to date. As soon as I can get the information, we can update it.
So I'd like to go through and everybody's email I do have sent information out to before they get here, so if they're not as angry with us when they get there.
Yeah. And that site is live now.
Okay.
And I think, Ron, the other thing to keep in mind is that some of the guests may not read through all that, so can we summarize that information, Ron?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'd like to have something that was more basic than just
Yes.
having it into another website for them having to search so much.
Right, they're not gonna do that.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can work on putting something together for you too.
Yes.
The project I'm gonna present on also, as you guys do, so
Yeah.
we'll work with you.
Thank you, Dean.
Yeah.
Oh, good, it's not just me. Okay. So, this project has been let, it was let in February, and PCI Roads out of St. Michael, Minnesota, is going to be the prime contractor for the job. The job is expected to begin in early May, and this bridge rehab joint replacement part is supposed to be done in 90 days, except for the polymer overlay. And like I was saying before, that polymer overlay part is the part that can be done at night under the single lanes. And that needs to be done by September 16th.
Excuse me, is PCI, are they the group that did 35, the 35 project?
No.
Dean says no. Well, here we go. So for public information, we had our letter, we have this meeting, and then we will have weekly updates that will be going out once the work begins. And I don't know if I told you that, Joe. No, I didn't tell you that. But anyway, we do a weekly update, and if there's somebody that would like to have that update emailed to them, could you let us know your email? Or Dean?
How about this, if you're interested in receiving that, I'll put another sheet here for you.
Is it
And you should write down your email address before you leave.
Or just obviously the website and then, you know.
And at any time during the 3 months or whatever that you want yourself added, if you talk to Dean or, once, I'm guessing he'll have a field office out there too, that, Dean will know where that is, and you can always stop in and say, hey, what's going on? So, that construction website, that's the one that's on the sheet that there's copies up here for. And then Christina also puts out a weekly news release. I'm not sure who that all goes to.
It's also on the 511 site. It goes to all the area media, government officials, and then, yes, it's also posted on the 511 site, not specifically that project site, but if you go to the 511wi.gov and select Northwest Region, you can see updates on all of our live construction projects.
And here's some contact information. Is that correct, Joe? Joe will be the on-site engineer. Did I say that
That is
already?
correct.
So there's Joe's contact information if you want to jot it down. Otherwise,
It's on the sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the sheet.
It's on the
Does
sheet.
anybody need minutes?
Yeah, yeah.
Contractors might.
You know a person.
Support the local community.
Okay. So I will go through. I'm just gonna go through the staging with you. Oops. Is this big enough? Wait, how do I get rid of this part?
Go to the,
Oh, you said-
Well,
as
it's
big
kind of
as you're gonna get it.
small, isn't it?
Can you go to the plus sign, Stacy? Up on top?
Is that better? You can see a little better with that.
Oop.
Well, that's a little better.
So, okay. So this is stage 1A. This will take about 2.5 weeks. And what, is this clear? What we got going on here is that we have to remove part of this island so that we can drive cars in this area in another stage.
Show them where the bridge is.
Oh, this is the bridge, sorry. The bridge,
Yeah.
here's the interstate right here, and here's the bridge from here to here.
North is to the right.
And north is this way. So we'll have 2 lanes of traffic south, 2 lanes of traffic to the north. And we'll be, like I said, removing that, and then we will start bridge work here, and we will be removing part of this median here. And then this is the ramp. This is Crestview. This is the lane that will be closed for the 90 days, this inner turn lane. And then down here, there will be a little bit of there'll be a gap between the 2 left turn lanes. You'll still have the 2 left turn lanes here, but you'll have 2 lanes through. So there'll be a little bit of extra orange barrels and such down in that area. So and in this area, this is where we'll be starting with our joint replacements on this inner northbound 2 lanes. We'll be starting with the joint replacement, and the concrete repairs, the approach slab replacements. So like I said, that stage is supposed to take about 2.5 weeks. And then it's gotta be an easier way. How can I can't.
Maybe that.
Sure.
Okay.
That'll work. Okay, go down a little bit more. So then this next stage will be set up the same. Will be set up the same south of the bridge. North of the bridge, here you'll have all your lanes because we'll be done doing our modifications here. And all we've done here is we've just flopped the traffic over so that now you'll be driving on the 2 inside lanes, and then we'll be coming around on our two outside lanes here to replace the joints and do our concrete repairs. And that also will take approximately 2.5 weeks.
So there's still 2 lanes getting on to 94 there?
No.
You mean for the left turn lane?
For this one here, for this one here,
I think he's maybe
If that's
talking
not
about the left
94,
turn lane on the
No,
bridge itself.
94 going into the cities?
Yeah.
this one,
Yeah.
there's 2 lanes there now,
He's
Well,
talking about the
coming
northbound.
from the south.
coming from the south.
Yeah.
There's 2 lanes right now.
Mhm.
I just thought with closing that 1 lane out of,
Yeah, we'll probably have 1 through
First.
lane, let me see.
or you taking 1
Uh,
through.
So all the ramps stay open the whole time?
All the ramps stay open. Ooh. Write that down. I believe we'll only have 1 lane
For left turns.
for left turns. So this is 2A. Oh my goodness. Which, so then we'll be done on the northbound side. And, this bridge is a little bit narrower than this bridge, so to keep the 2 lanes open, we're gonna split the southbound lanes, and one of the southbound lanes will come to the other side of the median, so you'll be traveling on the northbound lane. And then the other lane will go through, and then our work area is gonna be up here where we'll be doing that same work again. So I guess point to take from this is if you're gonna wanna turn right, probably don't take that bottom
How far
green.
Northbound Carmichael does construction go?
This is as far as we go on this project. Our project is
So
just,
how far, like, what's the furthest north it goes, what's the business right there? Off the road? So I have an idea how far it's gonna be. I can look at the map, but I can't really tell it.
okay, so let me finish and then I'll answer you, okay? I don't know without looking. Oops, where am I? So then 2B, we have to maintain pedestrian traffic. So this is where the 2 lanes southbound will be, and then we'll be putting pedestrian traffic out onto the deck here, and then doing our joint replacements at the end of the bridge on the sidewalk and replacing the barrier. And they'll be separated from that traffic lane with the barrier also. But it is, what's the speed limit out here? Do we have it? I'd have to look and see.
45.
Do we have
Right
it?
now.
Right now.
So that stage lasts, all these stages last about 2.5 weeks. And then the final one for this is that we put the pedestrians back onto the sidewalk, move traffic back out here, keep this traffic still over here on this side of the median, and then finish up with those lanes on the southbound bridge. And then our final stage is just coming back through and restoring the median, restoring this where traffic had been driving and where traffic had been crossing over from the southbound to the northbound. And then this stage, I think I had this stage probably only taking about a week. So all told, though, all these stages, we've given them 90 days to get this work done. And then the polymer overlay comes after that at some point in time.
Stacy, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How long does the polymer overlay take? Is it a matter of a couple days or something at night? Or is it more than that?
I think I'd have to look and see how long we scheduled it for, but wouldn't you say they could get both decks done in a week?
Yeah, they probably, as long as weather holds out, it'll take a week. I mean, they're the type of business that comes in and they want to get their work done and head to the next project, so they aren't gonna come in and, take their time. They're gonna come in, they're gonna sandblast the deck, and they're gonna put on that polymer overlay and move to the next lanes.
Well, it's nighttime work too, so
Yeah.
it's very expensive for them. So.
Yeah, it is expensive, so they
They're
aren't,
gonna rush
they're gonna be
that.
working at night, and so most of us will be sleeping when they're doing the work.
Yeah, and it does have to be done during there's a minimum temperature that this work has to be done. And usually what we plan on is that the product that they use can only be applied after the concrete has cured for 30 days. So that's why there's gonna be a gap here between, and we'll clear off the road from all the traffic control during that time. And then when they come back, it'll just be nighttime closures and open it back up during the day. I will get back to you on that business. I'd have to look. I don't know. But anyway, does anybody else have any questions? That's kind of how the staging goes. 2 lanes north, 2 lanes south.
Yeah, I mean,
We
as
started
far as-
out with 1 lane north, 1 lane south, so
Yeah,
it's better,
it's,
but it's necessary and
Well, we've all been hearing out there is like ramps are getting closed and redone.
no,
No.
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 not at this time. So that's.
Yeah, and as far as our construction limits go, I mean, it's the farthest out, north and south that we go with our actual construction is that the median,
So I don't know what this.
That's the park and ride lot.
That's a park and ride.
it isn't
So
very
our
far.
signing,
Oh, okay.
our signing will
Yeah.
go a little farther. I can look and see.
Yeah, it'd just be the traffic control that goes.
It'll
further
just be the
than
traffic control that goes out, but
But our
at the
work-
actual
I think
construction.
it ends at
This-
the median.
This orange here, this is as far as our actual work goes, other than traffic control. This here and that, and then it's just the bridge.
Yeah.
As far as our actual work, our work.
Yeah.
Now, Dean,
I'm gonna muck things up even more. Not me personally, but. All right. So thank you again, everybody, for coming tonight. My name's Dean Chamberlain. I'm the city engineer for the city of Hudson. I wanted to present about some impacts that we have this summer, and it's related to the new Hudson Physicians Medical Office building that you'll see a lot of dirt and concrete panels going up right now across from Holiday Inn and Culver's. So as a result of that project, there needs to be some improvements done to the Carmichael and Hillcrest intersection that I'll talk about briefly here tonight. So that red circle is the area that this project will be touching, and so this area is where Stacy was talking about. So we're just north of that by quarter mile, something like that. So what the project overall entails, so that's where the new medical office building will be situated across from Holiday Inn and kind of kitty corner from Culver's. So in order to service that building, there needs to be new public utility extensions. Unfortunately, all those utilities are generally located right now on the west side of the road, and to get across the road, you have to cross the road. And so we have to extend sanitary sewer, water main, and storm sewer across Carmichael Road to service that building and any other future development that may occur on the northeast corner of the interchange and south of this area. There will be a new street extension of Hillcrest Drive. It'll extend from Carmichael Road to a roundabout that'll be placed just on the south side of the medical office building. That'll eventually connect to New Frontage Road at some point in time, heading south from there, but that's how you access the Hudson Physicians Medical Office building. we'll also be repaving a portion of Carmichael Road, essentially extending, kind of radiating out from that intersection to make sure that the new turn lanes and whatnot are, seamlessly integrated into the pavement of Carmichael Road. And then after the pavement and utility work and stuff is done, there will be an addition of a traffic signal at the intersection of Carmichael and Hillcrest. That traffic signal will probably not be up online until after the digging in the road is done and that kind of thing, looking at probably late summer into the fall. With supply chain issues, as everybody loves to think about, traffic signal components are way out, so that just takes time to get installed. So, and unfortunately, due to all that work that has to happen, sorry you can't see that there, but that says road closure. And so that area in red, it will be closed for a 45-day period, beginning it sounds like right now in mid-April and lasting until early June. I'll get to how to access your site in just a second here, but
And
yes.
can you just explain again the business starting where?
It's gonna push PCI.
Oh, for the closure area?
Yes.
Okay, so right here is the entrance to, this is Walgreens, Culver's, that kind of strip mall area right here. So north of that access that goes into there right now is where it'll close. And up on the north end of the project, this is where like the daycare is right here, and this connects into your Holiday Inn parking lot right here too. So that access will it'll be open up to that access point. On Hillcrest, we'll have it open to Culver's here, but otherwise it'd be the roundabout essentially is where it would close. Does that answer your question, Mary Clark?
Sorry, so from Walgreens on is closed?
Yep, between Walgreens and the Peace of Mind Daycare entrance is closed on Carmichael, yep.
How many days?
45 days. Yep.
So, is there gonna be detour signs to get our guests around somehow to?
Why, yes, there will be. Thank you for asking. So obviously with a closure area, we will have a detour route set up because you can't just close Carmichael Road and assume everybody knows where they're going. So the closure area, or the detour route, I should say, will use Cooley Road, 17th Street, Grandview Drive, up to Vine Street. It just really isn't another good way around, and unfortunately those poor souls that live on Grandview Drive. We had the same detour route when Carmichael was closed for the stuff up by the Faith Community Church up there. So we'll have the detour route again for this summer. So I don't have this in my presentation, but we have in our plan to put wayfinding signs for specifically Holiday Inn coming off at Hillcrest Drive here, pointing you up this way, because that really is going to be your best way to get in there.
Are they gonna reopen Annabelle?
Connect this through here, or
Where Annabelle runs through, comes back behind, well, basically right by here. Are they gonna reopen that, 'cause right now that's closed off?
this part of like Annabelle and Ward that was under construction. Yeah, so we don't exactly know when that's going to be finished by the contractor. It's closed right now because it's not done yet, and essentially we don't want to have snow plows ripping up the curb because the final layer of pavement isn't on there yet. Once the snow is gone, the road will be opened up again,
Okay.
regardless of whether it's completed or not, just like it was this past year until they have it fully complete. So we're working on them to get that done because it's been kind of lagging. So anyway, the intention with signage would be that your guests would come off of Hillcrest, come up here to the roundabout, and we'll have you pointed in that direction there. We'll probably also make up a map for you guys so that you guys can send to your people, because that'll probably be even easier than me telling you, use Hillcrest to wherever. So
'Cause they're not gonna know where.
they're not gonna, yeah, they don't care about road.
Dean, are you
Yeah.
gonna have an always stop at Cooley and 17th?
Yes, we will also have an always stop at Cooley and 17th again, just like we did when the detour route was there for the Bellerose project. Yep. Good question, I forgot about that part. So it'll be a signed detour route. Hopefully will be a lot of signs to get people around and people know where they're going, so. So estimated project timeline. So what the contractor has told us for this project is that they intend to start construction. Right now the date is April 18th. That could be, it's kind of to be determined. It's still a month and a half out or so. So things change, and if they can't get their materials here on time, it may, delay that a little bit, that kind of thing. But as they've told us right now, it's April 18th. And they have 45 days between when they close the road to reopening it, according to their agreement with the city. So that Carmichael Road construction and closure will last from mid-April to early June, because that's that 45-day period. After they get done in Carmichael Road, they'll still be working on stuff, but it'll be off to the side east of Carmichael Road in Hillcrest to make that extension to the east there. The traffic signal construction you see on here is a bit estimated. We don't know yet exactly when the supplies are going to come in for that traffic signal, but it has to be up and running before the medical office building, starts up. And I believe that they're intending to start up in this calendar year sometime. So last I heard, I think it was December, but I might be off on that now. Things change. So whenever that traffic signal is up and running, it will likely be the end of construction for this project. So with that, do you have any questions for me in regards to this project that I haven't answered already? I will say too, this may come up, but so access to Culver's and Walgreens from Carmichael will be maintained, coming from Cooley up to that access road. call it Annabelle if it connected through. We will have a sign up at Cooley saying access to Culver's and Walgreens straight ahead, so that people don't go down the detour route to try to get to Culver's or something like that. So
Do you have a contractor for this?
Albrightson Contracting is the contractor for this. Yep.
Sorry, so you will have signage that states specifically Walgreens and Culver's?
Yep. Yep. We can't put every business on the sign, obviously, but hopefully, like kind of the major ones will help people to get where they're trying to go. So. Any other questions? Well, I know like WISDOT people are saying construction can be kind of painful. We hope that you can feel free to contact us if there's anything in the midst of construction that we're finding something needs to be tweaked or whatnot, that you can get a hold of us to figure that stuff out, whether it's through the bridge project or it's the intersection project. We hope to be as helpful as we possibly can to get you through it. So, and my contact information, I should have put that up here, but you can always contact me. My contact info is on our city website, hudsonwi.gov. If you ever have any issues, I'm a phone call away. So. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions right now that you want to share right now, we'll be kind of mingling around here for a little while yet, and answer any questions you might think up now. But thank you again for coming, and hopefully we'll have a good, successful construction season here on Carmichael. Thank you.